In this video today, we're going to compare Phoenix to Dallas. So if you've been asking yourself the question, should I move to Phoenix or Dallas? Then you're going to want to watch. Let's get started. Howdy, I'm Amy Hayslett. I'm a realtor in Phoenix, and on my channel, I talk about life in Phoenix and the Phoenix real estate market. So if that's something that interests you, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing. All right, let's get back to the topic of Phoenix versus Dallas. So when it comes to size, both Dallas and Phoenix are big cities and both are growing areas. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Dallas has 1.3 million residents, making it the 9th largest city in the country, while Phoenix is the number 5 largest city in the country with 1.6 million residents. So they're somewhat close in size as a city-by-city comparison, and both areas are growing by leaps and bounds. In fact, Maricopa County, which is the county where Phoenix is located, has been the fastest growing county in the U.S. for the last 3 years, while Phoenix metropolitan area is the second fastest growing metropolitan area in the country, second only to, you guessed it, Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right, so on a sidebar, I want to know, is it true? Is everything bigger in Texas? Well, when we were back there, I can tell you one thing is definitely bigger in Texas, and that's the size of their gas station convenience stores. We were back visiting our friends who moved there, and we went to a place called Bucees, which was humongo. There were over 100 gas pumps, and the largest Bucees, I think, is 67,000 square feet. So you go into this convenience gas store and you've got everything you can think of for, a normal convenience store, but they've got hunting gear, they've got Texas souvenir type things, home decor, jewelry, produce. They even had this treat called beaver nuggets that we got to try. I can't say I'm a big fan. They're kind of like a corn pop, like the cereal, but with a gooey, like corn syrupy texture flavor on top of them. So that was kind of interesting. But this Bucees is definitely bigger than the Circle K around the corner from my house. So I would say when it comes to gas stations, everything is bigger in Texas. All right, I had to head back inside because outside the sprinklers are going off and it's a little bit noisy on the front porch right now. So one thing that is bigger in Arizona than Texas is the size of our counties. In fact, Maricopa County, which is the county where Phoenix is located, is 9,224 square miles. Now that's more than the 4 closest counties around Dallas added up together. And we'll get back to these counties when we compare home pricing. Now let's talk about Phoenix versus Dallas when it comes to weather. Both cities generally are warmer than other areas of the country, but we have a lot more sunshine in Arizona with 299 days of sun versus 234 for Dallas. And then there's rain. Dallas is rainier with over 39 inches of rain per year, and Phoenix coming in about 9. Next, there's snow. Dallas gets 1.2 inches of snow per year versus 0 on average for Phoenix. Now let's look at the weather month by month. So when you're looking month to month, there are those months in Phoenix when it's super hot, and it's about 10 degrees cooler in Dallas. But it is a lot more humid in Dallas, so that 10-degree difference doesn't feel like it's that big of a difference between the two cities. The other thing is Phoenix cools off a lot more at night, so if you look at the low temperatures, especially when you're getting out of the hottest summer months, into August, September, those months, it really cools off at night and the morning, making it really pleasant in the morning. Now let's look at Phoenix versus Dallas when it comes to cost of living. We'll take a look at taxes, housing costs, and overall cost of living. When it comes to taxes, Texas is bigger on real estate taxes. Their real estate taxes are much higher than Arizona, but Texas does not have state income taxes, and their sales taxes are slightly lower when you compare Dallas to Phoenix. Now let's talk about home prices. All right, so when it comes to housing prices, I think Dallas and Phoenix overall are pretty close, but it really depends on what part of the metropolitan area that you're located. Going back to a county by county comparison, Maricopa County comes right in the middle of the pack when it comes to the 4 counties in and around Dallas, with a median price of around $284,009. Meanwhile, Dallas and Tarrant County come in at $247,000 and $239,900 respectively. And on the higher end around Dallas, you'll find Denton and Collin counties with median prices of $315,000 and $340,000. While we're talking about homes, let's talk about how they're built. One thing that I've noticed about homes in Dallas is they're constructed a little bit differently than here in Phoenix. So here in Phoenix, you're going to find that stucco is the prevalent look for the exterior on the outside of the homes. Meanwhile, in Texas, brick is the most popular exterior that you see on new home construction. You'll also find that the roof lines in Dallas tend to be a lot more dramatic and steep, and you'll find roofs with shingles versus the tile roofs that are the norm here in Phoenix. All right, so when it comes to housing and prices, it's pretty close. That might be a draw too. Now let's talk about overall cost of living. According to the website costofliving.com, Dallas is slightly more expensive by about 1% for overall cost of living versus Phoenix. So once again, the comparison of Dallas versus Phoenix is very close when it comes to cost of living. So that one might be a draw as well. Now let's talk about traffic. Both cities are larger cities, so they're going to have some traffic congestion and challenges. According to the Texas A&M study on transportation, though, Dallas is slightly worse than Phoenix, ranking in as the 11th worst city when it comes to traffic congestion versus 17 for Phoenix. Dallas commuters waste about 53 hours stuck in traffic versus 51 for Phoenix commuters, according to the study. So again, it's real close. Phoenix may edge out Dallas ever so slightly. Now let's talk about food. Both Dallas and Phoenix have great restaurants and they have great Mexican food, but Dallas gets the prize when it comes to barbecue. On the other hand, I think Phoenix gets the prize as the better pizza spot. I will pass on the Buc-ee's famous beaver nuts though. That just isn't food. All right, so Phoenix and Dallas are both very similar in many ways, and there's lots of people that are moving to each area. So now I want to know, what do you think when it comes to Phoenix versus Dallas? Would you rather live in Dallas, or do you prefer life in Phoenix? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.